Hello, YouTube, and welcome to the next episode of our Pokemon Platinum playthrough. We have just defeated the 8th gym leader, so that means we have all the badges and we are ready to dive to get to the Elite Four and reach the end of this fantastic game. I think we're about 2 or 3 episodes away before we get there because I've heard that the Pokemon League and all that and all the the trip, I guess, up there is longer is what I've heard. I never played it, so I guess we'll figure out. So, like I said, it's going to be at least another 2 episodes before the finale, at most 3, so we'll figure it out as we go. Looks like we're talking to Roy, our boy here, and Jasmine, I think, from Gen 2. Just hinting at those Gen 2 remakes, I think, is what they were doing here with this whole scenario. Yes, it is Jasmine. I was right. I thought that was the key here, was that she was a Gen 2 person, and this was the hint that Gen 2 might get remakes or whatever. Well, either way, our journey is to be going up and then find our way to the Pokemon League to, like I said, make our way through that and then get to the Elite Four. However long that takes, we will figure out as we go on, but for right now, we'll just focus on getting there before anything else. But if I had to guess, I'm hoping to at least get there, if not maybe dive into a little bit of the Pokemon League before we wrap up this episode. So again, probably right under the 30-minute mark if I had to guess on it. On all that, I'm trying to keep them right under 30 minutes. That way they're not too lengthy and everything like that, and you guys get a good still amount of content with all that. And we get some trainers, it looks like, to battle here to get some extra bonus XP, which will be very, very nice. I'm recording this actually on the same day that I was recording the last Platinum episode, doing a bit of book recording during that. I'm going to be recording one more. However, that one will take a little bit later today, so I'll probably look a little different. But either way, it's the first time in a while I've done 2 episodes in the same day for something in a long time, because I try to do things pretty close to the day they come out, so that way, you know, I can see the feedback and everything, can respond to different comments, can do certain things depending on what people are saying about the projects and all that. But it's alright, I work with what I got. Looks like we got about a double battle here. And like I said, I think I've mentioned this a couple times, but this is not a Nuzlocke or anything like that. This is just a generic playthrough, just trying to beat the game, beat Cynthia, all that. We won't be doing the post game or anything. It's just I wanted to play Gen 4. Never playing Gen 4. I wanted to see how it exactly was to be, played and everything like that. I wanted to see all that was going into it. I've heard a lot about Gen 4 and I wanted to play it how it was meant to be. However, whenever I do play Gen 5 for the first time, I'm going to do that as a randomizer during our sleep block. However, I probably will one day play the regular version of Gen 5 just to see what it exactly is like and everything, and dive into the actual true game itself. And same with Gen 6. Eventually at 1.2 I will need to play the actual game itself, seeing those are the only 2 generations, also with Gen 8, that I have not played just as of right now. Every other generation I have played, at least a good handful of times. So I think I've done Gen 1 probably in the upwards of near 20 times, randomized or not. Gen 2 I've done, I think, maybe like 10 to 15 times, randomized or not. And then Gen 3 I've done maybe like 8 to 10 times, whatever, same statement. Gen 4 now I've only done once at the time of me recording my face cam, because my face cam is added after the gameplay and all that. And then Gen 5 0, Gen 6 0, I've just seen bits and pieces here and there, certain creators, content creators of YouTubers that have done Gen 6 or Gen 5 stuff, but that's all I've really seen, so I still would go in pretty much blind with anything. And then Gen 7 I have played through once, and then Gen 8 obviously none. But we will, eventually get through playing through all the different generations, and then I will come up with my score as a between them all. So far, I've not had a generation that I've really disliked. Like I said, they each have something that I don't like, and then they each have something that I really like. So Gen 1, a lot of weird mechanics, the crit stuff. It is challenging for a lot of good parts, but that's a good thing and a bad thing. It's not very straightforward. Sometimes you have to actually read dialogue and everything like that, and to figure out, say with strength or whatever, to give the gold teeth to the warden, whatever, unless you really read deep into that, you probably wouldn't know to give him the gold teeth in a sense, unless you magically talk to that guy and he was mumbling. It's sometimes hard to place those 2 together, or finding Flash, which takes having, I think it was 10 to 15 Pokemon to even acquire it. So there's a lot of tidbits about Gen 1 that made it good and bad. But obviously I love Gen 1 a lot. I love the music of it. I love the Pokemon that are in Gen 1. Gen 2 has a big, massive story that includes both Gen 2 and Gen 1 together. Obviously added genders, eggs, all that great stuff. negatives really of Gen 2 is I wish there was a little bit more story sometimes with it. I thought they connected I guess who would be technically Silver more with everything, because I know in the anime and stuff, Silver's supposed to be like Giovanni's son and everything like that. But I do like that fact where, like, you know, you go to gold and you go all the way to red and fade him. Like, that's really cool and everything. It's super hard battle and everything. And some mechanics are still, you know, a little rough around the edges and everything. Gen 3 obviously introduced abilities. It's a big map, so it's again where you have to kind of figure out where to go, all that. Which is good. I like exploration at points, but you can get lost pretty easily. I know the Gen 3 remakes, however, it does pretty much hold your hand and show you where to go. And the Gen 2 remakes were amazing graphics, and all at the time, obviously, amazing graphics. You got the Pokemon following you, which everybody been requesting forever since Pokemon Yellow, and all these other cool features. You know, the physical special split and everything happened during that time. Same with Gen 4, that's when the physical special split became a real thing. And competitive became a whole new mindset and scene and everything. They sadly got rid of like battle tower stuff and all that, but they still had like some kind of tournaments and all that. I think they had that in Gen 5 actually too. But still, we will have to see what Gen 5 and Gen 6 holds, but Gen 4 definitely was another one of those. It's big map, definitely was hard to figure out where to go at times, but at the same point, I've still loved playing through it all. Other than that, though, yeah, it'll be interesting. I've heard Gen 6 is pretty easy, actually. From what I've heard from Gen 6, it lacks in, like, rival some stuff, but it still was a good story and very easy. Another one of those that will hold your hand through the game. And then Gen 7, to me, seemed very long, in a sense, with all the cutscenes and stuff like that. Same with the remakes, which I haven't played the remakes, but I've seen the sense of that. And then I really loved Let's Go. When Let's Go came out, I loved Let's Go. I played Let's Go Eevee, actually, is what I owned. And I loved the remakes of that one. I love pretty much every remake I've really liked. I don't know what my least favorite remake, I guess. Even though I haven't played them, I'm going to guess my gut answer is going to be the Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon games. But I do like that whole thing where you might battle, you know, Ultra Necrozma, the Rainbow Rocket stuff. It sounds cool, at least. Hey, we made it to the Pokemon League, yes! Let's go. We got to the Pokemon League. So luckily we have Waterfall now. So we'll just teach that to, I guess we have to really teach it to Azumarill. Guess we can probably get rid of Rollout or Bubble Beam. I could see either one right now with everything. So we'll do Bubble Beam, because Rollout, I just like that it can progressively get stronger. We might still end up replacing that too, but we'll figure out as we go on. And we're officially here at the Pokemon League with the Pokemon Center to heal up our team. Yes, we would love to rest up our Pokemon. We should be fully ready to dive in here and figure out where we need to go. So, okay, yeah. I do like the waterfall aesthetic. Got a lot of bridges. Gives me a little bit of Gen 2 vibes actually in here. Ooh, a Rhyhorn. If we were doing a Nuzlocke, that would have been our encounter, but we're not doing a Nuzlocke. We're just, if there's something we want to catch, we'll add it, but if not, it's just kind of like, eh. So we got Noctows and... For this trainer, I know usually the Pokemon League trainers have variants of Pokemon, so we'll have to kind of see what all comes at us in a sense and how well we'll handle it. This is a Togetic before it was a fairy type. At this point, it's a normal flying type, I believe. Alright, take down that trainer, get a Max Repel, which will definitely come in handy when we're trying to avoid encounters. Speaking of which, there's an encounter right there. Hopefully we don't get too lost in here. Hopefully we will make our way to the Elite Four. Like I said, at most we'll go all the way to the Elite Four and then wrap it up. If not, if we have troubles and get lost and everything like that, then we'll wrap up after. Like I said, wherever we get at the 30-minute mark, and or if we get to the Elite Four area, that's where we will wrap up. That's why I say that most it's going to be a 30-minute episode. If not shorter than that, we will have to wait and see, because like I said, even I don't even 100% remember what exactly happens. Ooh, a Haunter. I like Haunter a lot. I like the whole Ghastly line, actually, to be honest. Mega evolutions, and I saw even spoilers, but, you know, Gengar gets a Gigantamax, which looks amazing. Speaking of Gengar, Dragon Claw does a good amount of damage, but not that great. but enough to do a 2-shot to take out Gengar. What move are we learning? I don't even remember what it said. Cover HP moves. Interesting. It's not bad, but I don't know if I necessarily would use that in a sense to, you know, ever needed, I guess, for someone to not be able to use like synthesis, recover, stuff like that with heal block. Here's a Godevil using Calm Mind, but it won't matter because we'll kill him in the next Dragon Claw. This will get some grinding in. Here's a Graveler, which will definitely help us out. We get an item over here. Never hurts to grind, man. We're getting a lot of encounters. Ooh, that's not a bad one to get. That might be something I might consider adding, to be honest with you. I really like the Gibble Goodbye Garchomp line a lot. Those are one of my favorites that I liked from Gen 4, even before I played Gen 4. So Garchomp, Lucario, who else did I like from Gen 4 previously? Dialga, I don't remember. Who else I really was like, ooh, if I see one of those, I'm probably going to catch it, in a sense. I did like Giratina too, but if you had to tell me to choose a legendary, I guess it would have been Dialga, but still, I like all three, technically. Palkia sometimes bugs me, but I think that's because of my Smash Brothers vibes, because of the whole how he flips the stage upside down whenever he comes out. So I get some bad Palkia memories in a sense, but at the same point, you know, all that. But we get the Gabite, which is good. So, I mean, we don't have a Gibble, but we'll take definitely a Gabite. Maybe he'll know Dragon Rage and stuff like that. Maybe he won't be too hard to train up to get to a Garchomp. And there's no Megas in this game, so we won't have any Mega Garchomp, which, I mean, even at the same time, is not the end of the world anyway. The only Mega evolutions, I don't even, because I played, obviously, a Mega Ruby. I did that on the channel a little bit with a Nuzlocke type and everything like that, just a standard non-randomized Nuzlocke, and then I ended up just playing through it afterwards after the Nuzlocke ended. But I don't remember what Megas I had other than... I don't even remember. I mean, I know I started with Sceptile, so I had a Mega Sceptile, but I don't know who else I had Mega-wise, or if I even had any other ones that I used. I feel like I would have had a Charizard or something, but then again, I don't know. I can't remember. Maybe Salamence. So use Rock Climb here. So it doesn't seem it's going to be super straightforward, but maybe we can still try to figure out where we need to go. So we can't go that way. You have a rock climb wall over here, so maybe this can lead somewhere. So trial and error. Careful not to jump over any unnecessary ledges. Here's another trainer. As long as we're probably taking on people, we're at least making progress, which is good. A Blissey, that's going to be some good XP if we can kill it with whatever it is we kill it with. It's going to be some amazing XP. Wow, I was really surprised to one-shot that thing. Galele, that's an ice type. We are weak to ice type Pokemon, but we don't care. We'll take it on. Crunch, we're also weak to Crunch. And down goes Giratina. Poor Giratina. Get him Togekiss. I don't know why I always send out Togekiss, but I just want to always send out Togekiss. He's basically dead because of the Ice Beam. Asmoril should eat up ice type moves, but if this thing has anything else other than that, we might die. Nope, it doesn't die. Rollout should kill with it being super effective. Magnezone. That's a new one. I think we've seen Magnetons, but I don't think we've seen a Magnezone. Another cool evolution they added in Gen 4. So it was like Magmortar, Rhyperior, Magnezone. We talked about Electivire in the last episode. All very cool. Gen, 1 to Gen 4 evolutions, whatever you want to call that. I don't even know what to call that. They added a lot of cool evolutions in Gen 4 for Mons from different generations even. Roserade was an interesting one that got one. Snorunt 2, Frostlash was another cool one that I thought. Obviously Glade is a really good one, a good solid one. I can't remember anybody else off the top of my head, but there's a couple right there that at least I need. Ooh, our Mons are dead. So we gotta just teach somebody Rock Smash, and at this point, Togekiss has been kind of meh, so we can probably go ahead and teach him Rock Smash for the fact that we need to move forward in this game. Get a strength boulder. We'll have to move here. Luckily, it's not a strength puzzle, it seems like so far. I don't know what I'm looking for at this point in time. I don't know if I was looking for maybe if I had a repel or if I was looking for... Yes, I was looking for a repel. There we go. I was like, I don't know what I was looking for in my bag at this point in time. Okay, I don't know what that point of this is, but interesting. Looks like we can't even go that way. So we'll use Rock Smash and head to the south. Hopefully we didn't just mess up this puzzle. Not really puzzle, but little strength boulder challenge thing. Got a trainer here. Looks like that's just gonna lead back around, so we don't need to go back that way. 3 Pokemon. Ooh, Mamoswine. That's another good evolution that they added for, you know, Piloswine. I definitely love Mamoswine. He's definitely a cool looking Pokemon. Definitely would love to use one at some point in my life. I haven't yet, but definitely will want to use a Mamoswine at some point. Mothim. Little bug guy. I think that's A-Drive's mascot. And Pardos. I love this dinosaur mon, for sure. Not my favorite one, but definitely one of my tops of dinosaur mons. Alright, beat that guy. We're gonna get some good money from everything too, which is really nice. Looks like I think I just definitely messed this up, but oh well. Onix and Steelix are both in this cave. Go back down the stairs to reset, and there we go. We'll have to redo all the smashing and stuff, but that's okay. Alright, Azumarill, use that strength on those boulders. Magneton. Could get the free training from those, but at the same point, we'll worry about that later. For some reason, I'm doing a save state, meaning probably something froze, or I was scared to mess up, or something like that, so that was probably why I did the save state there. Alright, so we made it past this part now. Ooh, a Graveler. Those were usually the evolutions that I got mad at, was the Graveler, Kadabra, Haunter ones, because I didn't usually have friends early on that had the link cable stuff to trade. It took me to, basically once my brother would stop playing on his game, I would just take it and use my link cable to trade with his game and just trade them back to get those evolutions and stuff to complete my Pokedex early in the day. I remember that pretty distinctly doing that. Ooh, Torterra. I don't think we've seen a Torterra at all, because of the fact our rival has the water type starter. He's definitely a cool mon. Definitely love all the Gen 4 evolution line, for sure. Very cool starter trio. I think the only one I have usually troubles with deciding between is the Gen 5 starters, because I'm not a big fan of the Snivy line. I'm not a big thing of the Oshawott line because of the fact of like how it goes from like him on 2 legs to 4 legs to Samurott. I think he's really cool, Samurott. I love the look of Oshawott, and Duott's okay and everything, but it's still like I think piece my head around it more, and I haven't seen it a lot to kind of get used to it. And then there's Tepig to Imbor or whatever, and I mean Tepig's really cute and everything. Pignite's, I mean, he's okay too, I guess, but Imbor, unless he's like shiny or whatever, he's just kind of just there in a sense. Like he's just another firefighting type Pokemon in a sense. So wow, that literally murdered my Staraptor with this Staraptor that was way under leveled ours. But yet he uses Growl on a Pokemon that's super effective against him. Double team. Luckily we do not miss though, and get another Spark off to get some free experience for our boy Lux right now. A Licky Licky. It's another Gen 1 evolution that got added in Gen 4. Same with Tangrowth. That was another interesting one that they decided to give an evolution to. Did they need him? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's not a bad thing, but at the same point, I don't think anybody was thinking, oh man, I hope they give me a Lickitung evolution. But maybe then, I mean, there could be some Lickitung super fan that was like, yes, finally my boy with his big tongue gets a bigger, well, not really a bigger tongue, but he definitely got a bigger belly. Alright, looks like we're back over here now. Let's see, we can try to keep figuring out where we need to go. Get a karate type leader here. One Pokemon, Machamp, alright. Let's go for the Flame Wheel. Is my clock going off right now to escape the fourth wall right now? It is currently 4 o'clock on a, what is today? Tuesday? Monday? Yeah, I was like, I can't even remember what today is. On a Monday. So, yes, my clock will lovely chime in the background. It hasn't done that in a while, and actually in a couple episodes. So, good job, clock, at not being loud throughout episodes in the past. It used to go off all the time. Repel wears off. Ooh, a Floatzel. He's a cool mon, but I just don't see adding one to the team, so me. I think honestly Garchomp might replace Togekiss, maybe. We'll have to figure out the exact final team that I want to bring into the Elite Four and get ready to grind them up. Our team is definitely getting weak though. Comes out an Absol. Go for the Mach Punch. It should be super effective because it's a dark type. A Dusknoir. Okay, this is one of those evolutions again that was added on. Because it wasn't just Duskull and Dusclops before. Maybe not. No, I don't know. I can't remember. My generations all run together at some points. Alright, he goes down, but we're very, very weak right now. But I'm also trying to see if we can maybe just get out of here and we're close to the end. I don't know. We might not be even at all. Here comes out a Floatzel. But also, I know we're getting pretty close to the 30-minute mark, too. So, I'll probably be wrapping up here soon. I'm going to go ahead and just do another save state because of that little freeze that just happened there. But, yeah, as we get a little bit closer, I might start wrapping up stuff here soon. Okay, we got another trainer here, which is probably not good. If we end up dying, then I'll just go ahead and wrap up there and everything like that. But I guess I can go ahead and do the outro stuff now, just go ahead and get it out of the way. But thank you guys so much, yeah, for watching everything. It does really mean the world to us that you guys enjoy our content and everything. It means so much whenever you guys leave those likes and everything. It really does help the video in so many ways. It doesn't all, like, it makes us, yes, happy to see the likes and everything, but it does help promote the video, get it out there a little bit more as well. Like I said, we're just looking to grow together and all that, have a good time, have fun and everything like that. So we thank you all for being so supportive. Thank you all that have, hit that subscribe button. If you are new here, please consider hitting the subscribe button. We're trying to hit 400 subs before the end of this year, and it'd be so awesome if we can reach that goal. We love each and every person here. We love talking to you, giving you a place to kind of talk about whatever you want. We'll try to help you or whatever. That's what this whole community is kind of about, is just helping one another and battling through anything through life, whatever it may be, and trying to help one another. Either way, though, as we're probably going to die here, I probably can guarantee we'll probably be wrapping up after this battle. So, yes, thank you guys so much for all your support. We'll be sure to see you in the next video, stream, whatever it might be. We'll see you then. We read every single one of your comments, all that beautiful stuff. It does really mean a lot hearing your guys' feedback. We will continue to keep being better with everything that we do. Looks like, yes, we are definitely going to be probably wrapping up after this battle because we have nothing to heal or do anything with. And this goodbye literally looks like he's out for blood. And he's super effective against our Luxray with certain type of attacks. So, yep, he's definitely going to die, but it's all good. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll let Nurse Joy heal us, and we'll see you guys in the next episode. Caw, guys! Caw! Oh, boy.